What's up, everybody? We are here to answer some questions. It is a Q&A. I'm joined by Lily and Austin. My name is Zach. We're here to talk about Moonrollers and Dark Matter, the campaign.
That is
when is this campaign happening?
November 28th.
November 28th. It's very
do
soon. We got this dice game. We got a Moonrakers expansion. We're here to talk about it all. You all have had some questions. We have some A's. By A's, I mean antelopes.
Antelopes?
Anecdotes? No, answers. We have answers. And Lily has the questions queued up, and we will do our best to answer.
I cheated. I looked at the questions.
Yeah.
Classic Austin.
Mm-hmm.
No A's for you.
No what?
No A's for you.
No antelopes?
No antelopes. No anecdotes.
What's the first question?
All right. First question. So from Annihilator 27, will there be a mechanic to use the dice game with the card game?
Oh.
Wow.
Man, I did not know there were 27 Annihilators. 26 other ones. His name is Annihilator 27.
Oh, nice.
Number 27.
That's a lot of Annihilators.
That is not a lot of Annihilators. So this is a fun question because we have I think is pretty unique in that we have a very tiny expansion for Moonrakers wrapped up in a whole other game.
Yeah. Using the same components.
Using the same components, which I don't think I've ever seen done. I'm sure it's been done, but I've never seen it.
I've gotten games from a publisher that had little cards for other games.
Sure.
But you couldn't use those components with the game that it came with.
Yeah.
It's just totally just a promo card. This is, you use both.
Yes. So we were making this game, and there's dice here, and then I think this thought hit your brain. You're like, wait a second, we made we toyed around with a Moonrakers expansion that used dice.
I tried to take credit for it.
It's a collective idea, okay? But no, so there's going to be a number of cards. We're still working on the number of cards, but there's at least a crew, ship parts, some contracts that use these dice. I think it's going to be really fun. We got to kind of use a leftover mechanic, put it into an expansion that's inside of another game.
It's like Inception.
Yeah, it is the inception of board games. But
so the answer is yes.
Yes, you can. You can use these dice and some cards that come in Moonrollers. They come with it during the campaign.
Yeah.
So yeah, keep your eyes peeled for that. More info coming soon.
All right. Following up on that, will the cards be hollow?
Ooh. Well, only if you do the backer kit or
Yes.
crowdfunding in the future. At retail, they will not be holographic, but all of these cards for Moonrollers and all of the Dark Matter cards will have a hollow finish of some kind. It's probably going to be a little bit more foily for Dark Matter, a little bit more like metallic.
Yep. I'm really excited about the Dark Matter holographic version because we're doing a black paper because it's Dark Matter. It's dark. It's black. So instead of the rainbowy paper, it's going to have a black finish. We're still getting a couple of options to kind of see what's going to look best, but I'm very, very excited about it. I don't think I've ever seen a black holographic card before.
Whereas the Moonrollers cards will look a lot like the Titan holographic cards that we've made in the past.
But yeah, you can only get them on the campaign or future campaigns.
Yes.
Next question is, are there different dice options for rollers?
Is this all from Annihilator 27?
Yes.
Did you have 27 questions too?
Questions. Yeah, 3 questions. This is his final question.
All right, I messed up. I didn't hear the question.
Okay. My question is, are there different dice options for rollers? I'm not sure if that means different players.
And I assume he means Moonrollers.
Yes, because Dark Matter does not come with dice.
So they could be saying, like, are there different types of dice? And the answer is no, they're all the same die. But he also might be talking, is there a component upgrade for dice? And the question, obviously, when you ask IV, is there a component upgrade? The answer is usually yes. Because we like...
upgrades.
We like shiny things a lot.
And heavy things?
And heavy things,
like break your table heavy. No.
I mean, well, we have done that with the hematite. We do recommend a dice tray, just in general.
Yes.
But yes, there will be a dice upgrade for this campaign as well. Yeah.
Nice. All right, so from LHJ Photography. So you mentioned Moonrollers is a standalone game.
Yes.
So it's not an expansion for the base game, right?
It is not an expansion for the base game. So,
but
oh my gosh, Austin, it's not. Moonrollers is a standalone push your luck dice rolling game. It's very light. It's a bit lucky. But, obviously there's still some skill in there. And it's set in the Moonrakers universe, right? So there's crew from the Moonrakers universe across a lot of the different expansions that you'll recognize. But also, yes, it does include, on the campaign at least, a few cards that work with the dice and with Moonrakers. That's a totally separate thing. Moonrollers, standalone game. We're about to play it here in a few minutes.
But it does also integrate with me.
Gosh. You're confusing everyone, Austin. Moonrollers, standalone
game.
Final answer.
I'm going to stop.
Final answer.
I'm going to stop saying things. Or Zach's going to kick me out.
All right. Is Moonrollers solo friendly?
No.
It is not solo friendly. It is 2 to 5 players.
Mm-hmm.
I suppose you could play multiple seats.
If it
No,
was
the
a
answer is no.
solo game. I mean, yeah, I would just play 2 hands. If I wanted to play solo. It would work.
Or just get out Moonrakers.
Play that solo.
Play that solo.
Yeah.
That's solo friendly.
To our solo friends, sometimes it is better to give you a game that does not have a solo mode than it is to give you a bad solo mode. And I think the solo mode for this game would be bad.
That's why we didn't make it.
That's why we didn't make it.
But if you need a friend, come to our Discord.
We got lots
We
of
can
people
play some
there.
games there. Maybe Moonrollers on the Tabletop Simulator.
I think it's rude that you assume people that like solo games don't have friends.
I don't think it was making that assumption.
No, that's on me. I apologize to solo gamers everywhere. I know you have friends. You just don't like them. I understand.
Or they live far away.
Maybe. That could be it.
Yeah. We love you, solo gamers.
All right, next.
Next question. We have answers.
Antlers. From antelopes to antlers. All right, a question from Tommy M. Will the Moonrakers Starfall pack be available in this campaign as well?
Yep.
Will other add-ons also be on
Yep.
that campaign?
So, Starfall was originally available with Fractured Sky campaign we did earlier this year. That'll deliver in January. And then the Starfall pack will be on our web store soon after that delivers, so probably February. So that would be the earliest you'd get it if you didn't back it on Fractured Sky. However, it will be available on the Moonrollers and Dark Matter campaign. And if you don't want to pay extra shipping, that could be the best way to get it, because if you're already buying Moonrollers, you can throw that in. It will deliver later than if you waited and bought it on our web store, though. So as far as other options on this campaign for add-ons, all of the Moonrakers add-ons will be there, along with Titan and base game Platinum. So, yes, you'll basically have options for everything that we will sell again. So, yeah.
But only Moonrakers.
Only Moonrakers will be available on Moonrollers. No Void
Gotcha.
Fate, no Mythic Mischief.
All right. So, what are the options for getting Moonrollers and Dark Matter? Like, from Chuck White, they asked, how much for Moonrollers, Dark Matter, and both together?
Yeah. So,
Do we know the answer to this yet?
I have some of the answers. I have to be careful about what I share.
Okay.
There will be a discount for buying them together.
Yes.
I cannot say what that is right now.
Still quoting stuff.
Still quoting stuff out. We're waiting for final quotes. We're making final decisions on what the qualities will be in the game. Now, this will be the cheapest game Ivy has ever launched. And I think by pretty
Dollars
large number.
even.
Yeah.
Quarters, for sure.
It's going to be even cheaper than Mythic Mischief Volume 1 is right now, which I think is $59 on our website.
Yes.
So
Cheaper.
it will be more inexpensive than that.
Yeah.
So,
It's our smallest game.
it's our smallest game, and we're really excited about trying to hit a market we haven't hit before with this game.
Yeah.
So
It's light. It's fun. It's easy to learn. It's a bit lucky.
plays fast.
Yeah.
So that it will be under $40. I don't know how far under $40. I can. That's as good of a nugget as I can give you. Who was
Could
that?
be.
Chuck? Was that Chuck?
That was Chuck.
Hi, Chuck.
Could be a cent under. Who knows?
It could be just a cent under, but it will be under $40. The Moonrollers game will be. So
Good answer. Will they be available at PAX U
uh,
for demoing?
yeah. So we will have Moonrollers, probably literally the one that's on the table right here, at PAX, and that will be available for anyone to come to our booth and play. Insert booth number here. I don't remember what the booth
I don't
number is.
either. Yeah. But we'll be there. I'll be there. You're going to be there?
Yeah.
We'll
You're
all be
gonna be
there.
there?
It's
Come
gonna
meet
be
us.
great. Come meet us and play Moonrollers.
Chuck some dice.
If you play against Zach, you'll win.
We've got so many games
If you
now.
play against me, you're for sure gonna win.
You don't know that. You might be great at this.
Yeah, we're about to find out. We're going to play a game here in a little bit. But
We'll be at PAX.
We have so many games now. How are we going to fit everything?
The truck is getting bigger and bigger every
It's
year.
just we're going to
We'll
be.
find a way.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm not driving the truck this year because I backed into a truck when I was driving the truck. So I don't have to drive, which is the reason I backed into that truck.
Yep. He's banned.
Yep, banned.
So you
It was
plan all
a
along.
little oopsie.
Not
It was
by
a little
us.
oopsie.
By the rental company. It's like no. They have a picture of him at the place. They're like, do not give this man a truck.
It was
Blacklisted.
barely. It was barely a ding. It just happened to be a brand new Ford F-150
Oh,
sapphire blue. It was
But
beautiful.
we've been working on that disguise though. I don't think they'll recognize you. I think.
oh, we have those wigs now.
Yeah. I think.
Big wigs. Oh
Big
no.
wigs. I think it'll be enough. I think we'll be able to do it.
What about just the werewolf head? That would
I
That
don't
seems
think
more
they would give you.
suspicious.
I don't think they give a werewolf a truck.
Oh no.
Oh goodness. All right. Will this campaign be available to the rest of the world this time?
Yes. So it will ship anywhere in the world that is not embargoed by the United States.
Australia, we see you.
Yeah,
We love
We
you.
hear you.
we got you. There are regions in the world that are not safe, or you can't expect things to ship there, and we don't ship there. But that's like a handful of countries. Everywhere else will be available.
It's the same as our past campaigns, right?
Yeah. It's
So if you've been able to get it on our past campaigns,
Yep.
you should be able to get it now.
Okay, we got a bunch of questions from Gundar H. Striker.
this.
I'm going to do a rapid fire maybe
Love
for
it.
this.
Let's do it.
All right. 1. Will we be receiving more Moonrakers lore?
Talk to me in 5 years, and we'll be making a Moonrakers television show.
That would be incredible.
That's actually
Ooh.
I would love to do that.
We're not
Fun.
announcing
We're
anything.
not announcing. I would love to do an animated
Disclaimer.
Moonrakers show someday. I love this universe. I want to keep making things here. Big plans. So there's not a ton of new lore in Moonrollers, but I'm always thinking about Moonrakers and what we can be doing with it and how we can push it forward. So I know it's a bit of a non-answer, but yes, more Moonrakers. I would love to keep making more Moonrakers things. And there's kind of an ongoing like story outline and world building document that I keep up and keep adding to, and trying to leave things open in a way that they can be explored in different mediums and different board games like we're doing right now. So yes,
Eventually, not this campaign.
eventually. But just keep buying Moonrakers things. We'll keep making Moonrakers things. We'll just keep building it, and then we'll get there.
It's a positive
there.
feedback cycle.
Yes.
Right. Next one. Will Moonrollers come out with a Titan-esque box? Expansion ready, large, and in charge.
So
Not for under
Moonrollers
$40.
doesn't need a
Yeah.
Titan box.
It's a very small box.
Small game.
It's a small game. I'm not going to say there won't be expansion in the future because there's definitely you could grow this,
Sure.
but it definitely doesn't need it.
Yeah, right now it's very tight.
It's
It's
very
tight,
tight.
and it's light, and it's right.
That
Oh,
was
great.
amazing.
Thank you.
That's going to be the header on backer kit. It's tight, it's light, and it's right for you.
Oh, right for you. I like that.
Great
That's good.
marketing.
Yeah, I have a marketing degree.
So no,
Yeah.
small box game. Same exact size, at least at the moment.
Yes, it could
as
change.
The Mythic Mischief tiny expansions, like the
Yeah.
single expansions. That could change though.
It could change, but right now
Everything
it's
could change.
everything's possible.
Anything's possible. All right. Next question. With a game focused on rolling dice, will there finally be an official Moonrakers dice tower? Please, not out of
Oh.
cardboard.
So we wouldn't do you like that. We wouldn't make a cardboard dice tower.
I have in my possession a beautiful dice tower.
Why are you telling them this? This is just going to be painful.
It's painful for me.
Well, join Austin's pain.
We modeled and created an incredible dice tower. And we made it so good that it cost way too much money to make.
Yes.
And I, unfortunately, agree with the team that it is fiscally irresponsible to make unless 1,000 people want to spend $100 on it.
$100
Yes,
on a
yeah.
dice
So
tower?
it's just expensive, and basically with this kind of thing, there's like mold costs and things like that. And
Yeah.
at the price point, in order to make the dice tower we'd want to make, we don't think that we would hit the minimums that we would need to hit to make it. So for the moment, no Moonrakers dice tower. You never know in the future, but not at the moment.
Yeah.
Sorry. I'm sorry.
I'm also sorry.
Austin sounds so sad.
I tried so hard, but I agree with the team.
It sounds like you're convincing yourself. But
I am.
If you go back, Austin is blinking something in Morse code while he was saying that.
It's my address. You can come steal it.
It's free the dice tower.
Yeah.
Ooh. All right.
That sounds like Tom Vassel's being held
I know,
hostage.
yeah. I mean, he is, but that's a different thing.
We got 4 more questions.
Only 4?
4 more.
Four
From
more.
Gunder.
Oh, I was like,
Yeah,
total?
just from this person.
Okay, yeah, go ahead.
All right. Will Dark Matter cards have the opposite finish of flex requirement contracts?
The
I don't know what the opposite finish means.
I'm not sure either.
But kind of maybe so flex contracts.
They're silvery.
They are silvery and very bright, and they have like a kind of a silver foil to them. So I guess in one sense, yes, because the Dark Matter on the crowdfunding edition of the Dark Matter Moonrakers expansion will have dark holofoil on it. So in that sense, I think yes. Like
Yeah.
I think one's black, one's whitish.
Next question. We got to move through
Yeah, let's
Gundar.
move. Yeah.
Are there plans to explore the story of the red ship? What is the red ship?
Oh, yeah. The red ship's
there's-
blowing up on the
there's
cover.
a red ship blowing up on the cover.
Oh.
So we have very specific lore for all of the factions
Mm-hmm.
that are each assigned a different color. I don't want to spoil it too much, but we're working on other things that involve these different factions. There is no red faction yet. We've talked multiple times about maybe coming out with a red faction, but I'm trying to leave my options open there
keeping
from a
options
lore
open.
standpoint.
Yeah.
All of the different factions have various political allegiances and things like that. But right now we haven't locked anything down for red, but we've had some tasty ideas, like a space cult. But then that kind of got rolled into Starfall.
Yeah. I think we could revisit it, though.
Yeah, we're leaving our options open for red, but someday I think we'll see a red faction.
Moonrollers has a very dominant red
It does,
color
red
palette,
aesthetic, yes.
and I'm really excited to have that in our tool belt in the future.
The color red.
I mean, just like the lore could tie in somehow. I don't know.
Yeah.
Yes, but the color red is now in our tool belt like never before.
I mean, there was
Secret
hazard
Musketeer.
dice.
I know. I'm wrong at this point. I'm just trying to double down to make it seem like I'm right.
I like it.
Yeah. Gundar.
All right, next one. Will we be getting more Moonrakers merch? Shirts, hoodies, socks, boxers, haha.
Boxers probably not.
Probably not.
It's hard to market someone. You want people to see it and be like, that's a cool shirt. So I don't want to make you boxers.
No, yeah.
Because I don't want you to show those to people.
I really do like these Moonrakers hoodies, though.
They're so nice. I think we're going to do something. Time is not on our side for merch, so it might be in the pledge manager instead of the campaign. But I do think we're going to offer something.
But yeah, let us know what you like. I mean, I think these hoodies are very fun.
These hoodies are really great.
I wear mine at least like 3 times a week.
I wear this all the time. I wear it at home, like all the time.
Last one.
From Gundar.
Yes. How can I sound more like Zach?
So you got to wake up and eat a bowl full of nails.
A bowl full of
You
nails.
can have milk. You just need that nice gravelly gravitas.
I don't think I have that much vocal fry. I guess I have a little.
You got a little. It's nice.
Thank you. I appreciate that. I've done a lot of voiceovers in my life, being a creative director of commercials. So the practice, I guess. I don't know. I had a podcast for a while about animation, and I listened to my voice over and over and over again. And I don't know. I don't know.
I just love that we would often send Zach's voice as like the temp track on animated videos. And then they'd be like, I don't know who that voiceover artist is, but book them. And we're like, done. And we'd like save $400 or $500 because we didn't have to hire a voiceover artist.
Amazing.
It was great.
2 for 1.
Yeah.
I don't know. I do enjoy a good voiceover.
Yeah.
So if you want me to be a voice on your thing,
It's way more than $400 or $500.
just text me.
You have to text me. I'm going to take a cut.
Okay.
Okay. I tell you the
I'll
manager.
I'll give you Austin's stuff.
I'm blinking my number.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
to my agent first.
Yeah.
All right. From Kent Jenkins, has Austin broken anything today? And if so, what?
Hearts?
The law.
I didn't back into the
Outing
truck
him like
today.
that.
For legal reasons, I will not specify which. But you know what you did.
Did I break anything today? I often break things. I did have to paint these dice last night because the dice didn't arrive on time that I was supposed to order, because I messed the address up. But they're here now, I think. I'm not even sure we're going to play with these. I painted these for like 4 or 5 hours last night. Does that count? That's broken. Not really broken. It was just a mistake. Everything's a mistake. I'm fine.
He's doing great, everybody. But may or may not be going to jail.
Oh, gosh. Ooh, okay. Haley Wallace, similar to before, are we getting a possible Moonrakers art book and lore, like for Veiled Fate?
Yeah, I saw this question. I love that idea. We do not have one currently, but I think that'd be very fun. I really love the Veiled Fate lore book. So fun. I also just like I think a lot about the Moonrakers lore, and I'm also trying to like keep growing it, keep making it specific to different things, but also like if we're able to do some larger narrative things, I kind of want to leave some of the canon open to make those stories really, really great. Yep. So I don't want to get too lore specific until we need to, because I want to be able to craft stories around characters that are great. And so I'm trying to not box us in too early on the Moonrakers experience, if that makes sense. Yeah. So long term, would love to do that. But also there is a really cool collection online. It's like moonrakersdb.com, I think. Yeah. That some of our Discord members have made. You can kind of get see a collection of all of the cards there, which is really fun. And then Luminor has quite a bit of lore in it as well, and different stories that you can explore there. So not yet, but maybe someday.
It's a fun idea.
Yeah,
for sure. Okay, this question many people asked. I'm not sure if I should list all of them out.
Go for it.
Go for it.
Rapid fire.
Thompson J85, Witty City, That Be Josh, Brajawa Parakara, and Jeffrey Sleeper.
Okay. What do they
They all want to know. Will Dark Matter and Moonrollers fit in the Titan box?
So, Dark Matter, 100%. We planned a lot of space for future card packs when we made Titan.
Yes.
So Dark Matter will 100% fit in your Titan box. Moonrollers was not designed or planned for.
It's also a totally different game.
It is a totally different game.
So,
however, if you don't have mats, there is a lot of space in the Titan box that you could theoretically put this in. I don't recommend that.
Yeah, we did not design it that way. You could probably fit it if you wanted to.
It's the same size cards. Like the cards would fit in the card walls and stuff, but it is not. We're not wanting you to do that.
Not officially supported.
Yeah.
Cool. All right. Let's see what's next. From Matt Benji. Can we gather the dark matter? Because we all know that concentrated dark matter is the fuel for accelerated space travel. I didn't know that, but...
So, in our universe, dark matter is not the, hyperspace fuel. Hyperspace or whatever fast travel.
There is actually no hyperspace. There's no faster than light travel in the Moonrakers universe. All the stories take place within the solar system that the Moonrakers exists in is just in a singular solar system. So there's not faster than light travel. It is not a fuel necessarily. It is a mysterious substance that it can take over people. It infects them over time. It's dangerous to use, and I guess it does power some ship parts and reactors and things like that. But no, it has nothing to do with faster than light travel or anything like that.
Yeah. So basically, there's a group of explorers hunting for it, and if they do find it, it's very, very rare. But it augments both physical beings and machines. It's slowly taking over their consciousness, but it is augmenting them and making them super powerful. And so that is kind of just what dark matter is. So yeah.
Use that at your own risk.
Yes, use at your own risk is definitely true. And that ties into the gameplay.
Oh yeah, yeah. Because each unit, the crew or the ship parts, they have each of their own way to make and manufacture more dark matter, usually with trashing other cards.
Yep.
And then they have a specific way that can be used. And so you need to kind of decide, this is one of the key decisions when you're using this expansion, is how much of that dark matter are you going to make? Because you could keep making it, and you could be good at maybe one really, really specific thing, but you're losing other cards from your deck. And if you just have a deck full of dark matter, which it could become if you got a little carried away with it, you probably wouldn't win.
So,
but
if you use it well, it can be massive
Yep.
for soloing contracts or doing massive parts of contracts. So it's really fun part of it.
Yeah. Will Dark Matter introduce a brand new type of contract? This is from MP Matthew.
No,
Nope.
no new contracts. It is a bunch of action cards.
20
action cards, 5 crew, and 10 ship parts.
Nailed it.
So you have that in the back of your mind all the time.
I've been making a lot of videos about it. So.
Stay Classy Daniel wants to know, what is your favorite part about this new expansion?
Ooh.
Ooh, that's a good question. Favorite part?
I think it is the payoff of deciding to trash a certain type of card. So, for instance, there's 2 ship parts that are made for thrusters, and one of them you can trash a normal thruster to get. Basically, every time you play a Dark Matter, it is plus 3 cards instead of 2. When you would just do a normal thruster, but it doesn't do a thruster requirement. Or you could trash a thruster to then do 2 thruster requirements when you play a Dark Matter. And you kind of have to like choose between those. If you have one of those ship parts, do I want a thruster or do I want a Dark Matter card that's going to be better than a thruster, but only for one part of the thruster? And so those choices are really, really fun. And I can choose to be, I'm not going to do any thruster contracts, but I'm going to have so many cards in my hand. And it like totally like just hones your deck down to do one specific thing.
Yep. For me, I love a good setup and payoff. In Dark Matter, the crew cards, you play them once.
Oh, gosh.
They don't come with Dark Matter. You play them once. You get a Dark Matter card. They can generate them in a specific way for each crew. And then later when it comes around in your deck, if you can manage to pair that with a crew, with that same crew, you can then use that Dark Matter for something absurdly powerful.
Yeah.
So like I think that setups and payoffs in board games can be just extremely satisfying. And I think there are some really, really cool ones in Dark Matter.
Great answers.
Thanks.
His answer was so much better than mine.
It's not a competition,
It's
Austin.
not a competition, yeah.
But it is.
It always is with us.
Will Dark Matter be your resource, like credits or cards you add to your deck? I think you already answered
Yep,
part
cards
of this.
you add to your
This
deck.
is from Jesse Furland, and that'd be Josh.
Yep. So it's another action card type, much like thrusters or damage or reactors. There'd just be the Dark Matter pile sitting
Yeah.
next to it if you're playing with it.
That currency for me is the iospheres. And I think if we were to expand upon that idea, we would continue using iospheres.
Sure. Yeah. Maybe
Yeah.
more iospheres in the future.
Yeah,
That's part of Overload.
it's part of Overload expansion.
Yep. Mr. Mismatch Stocks, great name by the way. How many different types of dice will be in Moonrollers? May think.
I think I answered this one a little bit before. It's just one dice with 6 different sides, but there are 2 versions of that dice: a plastic and a metal. And I'm very excited about the metal. We haven't gotten our samples yet, but it'll be pretty cool.
But same faces. There are 6 unique icons, 6 sides on a D6 die, which they are. And they
You
are
didn't
all
know
that.
that.
There's 6 sides on a D6.
Yep.
That's what the 6 stands for.
It is. And the D stands for dice,
What?
I think.
No,
What else would it stand for?
I don't know.
I wasn't questioning you. From Board and Shield, will Dark Matter be comparable with all things Moonrakers, or are there some combination of expansions it's better for?
Comparable or compatible?
Probably
Compatible.
Yes, I think it's compatible with everything.
I think there's one thing that it's not currently used in, but you had talked about that.
Oh, Luminor, yes.
Yeah.
It is not currently added to Luminor, and I have not forgotten about Luminor. Just been very busy. Will be updated, but yes, these cards will make their way into Luminor.
Yeah.
And yeah, I think they'll work with everything. They should work well at 2 players, single player as well.
Yeah.
And we designed them very specifically, and this is probably the key challenge of this expansion, to work well being the only expansion you play with, or if you just want to chuck everything in there, Dark Matter will work. If you only see a single Dark Matter card
It'll work.
during the game, like if only one ever comes up in the store, it will still be fun. It will still be worth buying. And that was probably the key challenge of designing this game, was making sure that because we have so many cards, and I love playing at least with Overload, which means there's a ton of cards in the game. How does it work where it's like, this expansion doesn't depend upon you like building your deck around it. It can just be a side element of it. So yes, we very intentionally made it to work with everything we've made.
I think that was almost all the development time, because we had the ideas pretty early and we loved them, and then we were like playing and we were like, man, there's like 300 cards.
Yeah.
Like if they only got one of these, that would be bad. And now it's not bad. But if you can get two, oh my gosh, it just gets so much more flexible, which each Dark Matter card can do. So,
Yeah.
One works great. Two, even better. Three, have fun winning. Just kidding. That's not easy.
Would it be too much though? Too much dark matter.
You're
It might
just
be.
opening Dark Matter. Just draw a card. This does not happen, by the way. It never happened in playtesting, but you just draw cards. It's 5 Dark Matter cards. What am I going to use these for?
Hope some of them give you actions. I don't know. It might not be the play.
Yeah.
But we'll see.
We'll see.
It's a fine balance.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So I think you actually answered some of the people's questions.
With that
being
question.
that, will it be on Luminor?
Ah.
And Shags
How many- who asked?
and Shags and Niederhauser.
Will
also
it be on
wanted that.
Luminor? Yes, we'll be putting these cards on Luminor. Update coming, I hope, before the end of the year.
Well, it doesn't need to be on Luminor until we deliver.
Oh, I know. I'm just trying to get things updated.
Oh, okay,
So,
cool.
because also Starfall needs to go in there, and that also will be
Yeah,
added.
January, February, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Tyler Lucas, do you plan on releasing a master manual covering all base/expansions/side aspects of Moonrakers?
If we do, it will be when we call Moonrakers the card game done. And I'm not sure we're really planning on doing that.
Might be a while.
Yeah. I think for now it makes sense to keep the rule books
Separate.
coupled with their expansions. We do have that really cool moonrakersdb.com, which I could see kind of maybe, if the Discord members want to, assemble that into a thing that has kind of all the rules in one place.
Yeah.
But yeah, no plans for something physical at the moment, because then we're just going to keep making more stuff, and then we'd have to do a new version of that.
Yeah, that's the problem with making those all-in complete rule books. It's like, well, I mean, we're not done with Moonrakers yet. So.
Mhm. Makes sense. Same with the Mythic stuff.
Yep.
Yep.
Yep. It's 2 for 1 here from Chase Ellis and Beardy Games. Will Moonrollers be hitting the shops or launching on Kickstarter?
Neither. Well, I mean, it will eventually hit shelves. It is launching on BackerKit. Yeah, big announcement. We've never done something on BackerKit. Well, we've never done a crowdfunding campaign on BackerKit. So with Moonrakers, we have such a wonderful core audience that has backed either Titan or the first campaign and come along for the journey on a lot of other games. And BackerKit has been our pledge manager for the last little bit. And so this one really made sense to launch there for us, because our audience that has Moonrakers has already used BackerKit to get one of our products from Moonrakers. And so it seemed like a really good way to remarket to that audience. And we're still going to be using Kickstarter. In fact, we have a Kickstarter campaign coming up in March. Is that announced yet? I think it is. We announced it on a vlog at one point. But we have Veiled Fate expansions coming in end of Q1 next year on Kickstarter. So we're not exclusively using BackerKit at this point, but we're giving it a try, and we're excited about it. So,
Yeah.
and then it will come to retail. Moonrollers will have some less shiny bits. It won't have some foils. It won't have some holos. But the core game will hopefully hit retail shelves after the delivery of the BackerKit campaign.
I'm excited to try BackerKit. I don't know.
Yeah. The launch party thing's been really fun so far.
It's been great. Come along. Hang out. We got questions that you can answer
Yeah.
over
got
there.
Polls for voting.
Yeah.
Cool stuff.
Lily's doing all kinds of fun things.
Yep.
So come hang out with us.
Try my hardest. All right. Will the expansion come with any Mythic Mischief crossover cards? Hashtag IV Games Universe.
I probably need to apologize for this. People on our team have brought up, hey, let's do a Mythic Mischief crossover. And I always say, no, I don't want that. And I don't think I'm going to veto it forever, but I haven't seen a good way to bring it in like we did with Fractured Sky or Veiled Fate. I don't know,
Space
do you?
Wizards.
I don't know. I honestly could see it more going like Moonrakers to Mythic rather than the other way around.
Yeah.
Aliens at the school.
But I don't know. We'll have to see. There are no plans currently. I think it'd be a tough squeeze from.
The people are like, well, what if there's just one faction? I was like, oh yeah, we could do space vampires, but how do you make it look like
Sounds pretty fun.
Mythic
Sounds pretty fun though.
and Moonrakers?
They're not really vampires. They're it's like you kind of think it's rumored they are, but it's not they're not
They have,
real
It's just
vampires.
making it grungy, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, they have teeth that are.
The Shard's kind of already like that a little bit,
Yeah,
but
it is kind of like that.
Anyway,
Anyway,
Shard is a Mythic Mischief Moonrakers
it was
expansion.
our first expansion. Yeah.
No, it's really not. But Oh, it's a fun idea. Maybe.
Yeah.
Ruminate on it.
Yeah.
It's not going to be on this campaign, though.
Oh, no,
Yeah.
definitely not. There's nothing Mythic Mischief about this.
Alrighty. So, Bored to Laughter wants to know, will the Titan box storage become available during this Kickstarter? As in by itself. For silly people like me that bought it all separately.
What was this person's name?
Bored to Laughter.
Bored to Laughter. Sorry, we are not launching a empty or half-empty Titan box again. So there's two reasons for this. One, we told everyone on the Kickstarter campaign that was campaign exclusive, not crowdfunding exclusive, campaign exclusive to that. And the reason we did that is because shipping a mostly empty box is so exorbitantly expensive for us.
Especially at that size. It's a big box.
It's a big box. Which
is kind of the point.
It's something we offered just for that Kickstarter campaign as a thank you to people that had backed us in the past. But we just couldn't justify it from a financial standpoint doing it again.
Yeah.
And we knew that, which is why we told people it was exclusive to that campaign. They are just massive boxes, and shipping them across the ocean and then to people's doors is way more expensive than shipping a smaller box like Moonrollers. So, yeah.
But the resale value of Moonrakers is strong, so you can always sell and buy.
Yeah. In fact, we recommended a lot of people do that during the Fractured Sky campaign because we heard that a lot during Fractured Sky. I own Moonrakers, but I can't buy the Titan box empty. And we were like, it sells for more than you probably paid us for it on eBay right now. So
Especially if you got an exclusive one.
Yeah. Yeah. So
Another solution is I've seen people unbox expansions and put it all into the platinum base box.
yes,
It's a tight
With, like,
squeeze.
if you do
Custom
not
inserts.
sleeve, that is theoretically possible. Now, I can't say it will be forever because we're not done adding content.
Yeah.
Right.
But I have seen someone in the Discord squeeze everything into the
That's
platinum.
impressive.
It is a tight fit, and you cannot sleeve. If you sleeve, it will not fit.
Yeah.
Which is why the Titan box is as big as it is. We wanted to give sleevers a place to put their sleeve cards. So, yeah.
Yep. From Nick Dixon, they
Oh
had.
my gosh, you're planting people?
My brother, Nick. So what's up?
Zach's last name is Dixon, so I don't
You have a
trust this
brother?
comment.
No, I don't have a
Is this
brother.
like, why is Zach so handsome?
Oh my gosh.
Just a compliment.
Yeah.
It was me writing in.
Yeah,
Just
just
like
Nick.
Nick
Panting.
Dixon.
Yeah.
That sounds off enough, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So some of the questions have been already answered in the previous questions
Okay.
pertaining to Luminor. One interesting question is, with the brief description given so far, this is sounding along the lines of zombie dice, which I have. So, similar dice games. What will make Moonrollers different?
Have
I
you
don't-
played Zombie Dice?
I don't know what zombie dice is, so
think
this is
I-
going to be hard to answer. But,
It's not Zombicide.
no.
Okay.
I think I've seen the game. It's
So,
Sounds cool. I want to play.
I
have it
haven't
at
played
home.
that. So,
You do? Is
I
it fun?
do. I haven't played it yet.
Okay.
I haven't played it, so it's going to be hard to answer. But from my understanding of all the dice games that have ever existed, I haven't
He
played
knows
most
all
of
of
them.
them. He knows
I
all
haven't
of
played
them.
most of them. Some of the things that make Moonrollers stand out is there is a lot more player interaction than most push your luck games. And my favorite push your luck game is Quacks of Quedlinburg. The player interaction is really digested down to how far did everyone else go and did they play moths? And I love that. But in Moonrollers, it's really strategic what you go for. Because if I can only complete 3/4 of a card, it leaves it for Zach to do that last quarter. Now, I'll still get points. And so I might want to do that to make him grab that card and give me points. But I'm giving him a card and a special ability that might help him a ton in the future rounds. And so you're strategically trying to grab cards that you think you can finish without leaving elements of it open for other people to snatch. Or maybe my whole strategy is not to get cards, it's just to get points. And I'm letting everyone else feed me points, but I'm not getting any cards. And someone else is going to end the game. And so there's a lot of like strategic player interaction that way. Another way is the hazards are very strategic in how you play that out. You get to draw 2 and you get to keep 1. And you can either keep one that has more points but has more hazards on it. And at the end of the game, the person with the most hazards doesn't score those bonus points. And so I'm looking around the table trying to figure out, all right, how many of those tokens Zach has actually have hazard on them? Because they can have 0, 1, or 2 hazards on them. And so there's a lot of trying to read your opponents on that. And then the push your luck aspect, I love because you can choose how many dice you want to assign to certain aspects, to certain requirements. And sometimes I might roll 3 damage and need 3 damage, and I might only apply 1 damage on that because I know that if I roll 4 dice instead of 2 dice, I'm going to have a better chance of hitting this purple side, and this purple side is going to give me more dice. I can have up to 12 dice in a round instead of the 5 I start with. And so I'm really trying to push that and roll that. Now, I think that a lot of dice games have that kind of push your luck game. But I think the player interaction is what makes this unique.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and with the hazard tokens, you're doing push your luck, not just with the dice, but against the other players at the table. You're trying to push as far as you possibly can to the edge so that, you get the most points from your hazard, but, you don't lose all of them because you have the most.
Last thing I'll say is the special powers instantly make you pretty asymmetric. Like, I could roll something that would be amazing for Zach and terrible for me. Basically, like, third round in. So, I like that aspect of the game a lot as well. And then the art. Beautiful. Moonrakers.
Yeah.
Differentiator.
Brought back all of our favorite crew across all the expansions.
Yeah. That's been fun.
From Tibor Fejos? I'm not sure. I'm sorry.
We tried, Tibor. I'm sorry.
Tibor. What are the new mechanics of the expansion? How does the expansion modify the complexity? Will it be playable with all previous expansions? I think that's been answered.
Yep.
The last part, when can I get it? So maybe...
Yeah. I'm hoping with Mythic Mischief or around Mythic Mischief. It could be before, it could be after. We'll have more information on the page on like the target date. Right now, I can't commit to something.
Yeah.
We're moving as fast as we can, though.
Yeah.
As always.
What about on retail, like in the shop for us? Is
I
there
would
a
say
goal for that?
by the end of next year. I would love to have it in the shop for Black Friday.
But this is the fastest. Backing it on BackerKit will be the fastest way you'll be able to
By
get
far.
it by quite a bit.
Yep.
Yeah. And lots of other reasons to back it on BackerKit, but yeah.
Yeah.
Foils.
Shiny cards.
Shiny cards. Always a good time. All right. Let's see what else we've got. From Anonymous Pigeon. What are the numbers again? Oh, gosh.
You don't have to do the numbers.
Like 6 different numbers. All right. If you could marry one Star Wars character, who would it be? And why is it Jar Jar Binks?
Oh my gosh. Misa no want to marry Jar Jar Binks.
I mean, he a great sense of humor. Doesn't take himself too seriously. I think you can make it work. I think we can make it work for the long haul.
The real reason is that he is secretly a Sith Lord.
And
What?
you got that
Have you not
Sith in
seen
you?
this? Have you not seen this? No, I think he's just going to be really powerful and maybe run the galaxy someday.
Oh, wow.
And so why not?
I love Jar Jar.
People
for
get married for less
his
than
tender
that.
heart, and Austin loves Jar Jar for his.
If you watch episode 1 with the understanding that Jar Jar is a Sith Lord, you'll see it. He does a force jump at one point.
This is just Sith propaganda to distract you
If I actually had
from
to
what the
marry
Dark
someone
Lord is doing.
in Star Wars, Admiral Akbar? No, probably. I mean,
I think he's married. I think he's
He's taken.
unavailable.
no, probably. I mean, Leia's the obvious answer. A little bit of an age difference now. So
Jar Jar, 100%.
Jar Jar is the default. I don't know if you like this one any better. This is from The Renegade. And it's, why is Austin creeping people on Facebook?
oh my gosh, Renegade!
It's been a problem.
It's not
I
a problem.
know.
I've been aware of it for a long time.
We've had an intervention.
Okay, Facebook randomly decided to tell a bunch of Discord users that I might be a mutual friend or a friend that they should add. And they posted about it on Facebook and were like, wow, creepy Facebook. This is so creepy. And I was like, it's not that creepy. And they were like, no, it's creepy that it knows that we know each other, but we don't know each other. And I was like, I mean, I feel like we're friends. And they're like, no, we're not friends.
Wow.
And then I was like, oh,
They did you like that, huh?
they did me like that.
I'm sorry,
I get what
Austin.
they're saying. They were just saying that we weren't friends in real life.
If you were less creepy, maybe they'd be your friend.
So I did go to their Facebook profile to creep it to see if we had any mutual friends or anything.
Did you friend them?
No, that would have been creepy. I'm just a what's it called? A
You
lurker?
can't out yourself.
A lurker? Yeah,
Just
that's
lurker.
not creepy.
Chad Vester. Can you describe in full both Dark Matter and Moonrollers? I feel like we've been kind of doing that
Done.
throughout the
Yeah, let's do
entire
it.
video.
All right, Dark Matter. It's a 35 card expansion for Moonrakers. It introduces a new card and action card and concept called Dark Matter. On its own, it does nothing, but when paired with a crew or ship part, can turn into a wildly powerful substance. Each crew and ship part has a way to manufacture dark matter, but also has a unique way to use it.
Yep.
You don't make too much dark matter because it could overwhelm your deck.
Moonrollers is a push your luck dice game in which you are trying to assist crew with contracts, and if you do, you'll get their special ability. You're still trying to score prestige, but the game ends when a player has 3 of the same faction of crew or 1 of each faction, and don't get too hazardous and go on too many dangerous contracts, or you might not score your bonus points from hazards at the end of the game.
Good spiel. Nice.
Oh, and it's a standalone game.
I said that. But it also, from the great
It also comes with some cards that use these dice. That is like a little
Little
expansion
side.
inside
something special.
of a standalone game that also works with Moonrakers.
Diceception.
So would you have to remove it from the game to put it into?
No, you could, but you
Moonrakers.
wouldn't put the dice in.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
So you'll bring Moonrollers and Moonrakers, and then if you decide to play Moonrakers, you can take the dice from Moonrollers and the cards from Moonrollers and play it with your Moonrakers game right after you just played a nice little tight, light game of Moonrollers.
You did write it the wrong time because now I can't say for you. Tight, light, right for you. No, what you should do, because I know there's some people going to complain about that. What you should do is buy the metal dice, put them in your Moonrollers game, take the plastic dice, and put them in your Moonrakers game. That'd work.
That's a good plan.
And there's definitely enough empty card walls right now where they'd fit.
Yeah.
And jiggle around a little bit, but it'd work.
All right, last question, I think. Now I gotta ask, what are Moonrollers?
Oh, man. The audience. Did you pick a favorite?
No, I didn't.
I didn't yet either. There are some not safe for work ones.
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah. Because you put Moon
First, give the
and
people some
roll.
context.
Okay. So on Backer Party, on Backer Kit, we posted, and you should go back and look at this. We posted a question that was, what is Moonrollers? Wrong answers only. And unlike Zach, who said family friendly only, we didn't do that on this. So we got a lot of butt jokes because moons also, who knew, butts.
Tell me more about that.
So Moonrollers, my favorite one
I don't
is not
understand.
safe for work.
You're telling me the thing in the sky?
Is a butt.
I don't think that's true.
That's how it affects the tides.
Ah.
I don't actually get what I just said. But Moonrollers,
That's a good question.
I think the best answer I saw, which is a little not safe for work, was pantless somersaults.
You know where we are, right?
We're at work.
We're at work.
Yeah, we're at work. I'm at work.
Moonrollers. What is a Moonroller? It's a standalone board game for 2 to 5 players.
God.
Set in the Moonrakers universe. It's push your luck. It's light. It's shoot. I don't remember the other ones. It's
tight.
It's light. It's tight. It's right.
Are you? I saw you blank and go, uh-oh.
I couldn't remember the second word.
It's light.
I was gonna say might. It's light. It's might. It might be
Might-
for you.
might be
It's got a kite. All right. We're done?
I think that's all of them.
Wow. If you're still here, bless you. Thanks for watching.
Thanks for watching.
Yeah. All of your questions answered in one place.
Oh, wait.
Our office.
Okay.
Lily?
Sorry. It's ChrisCouch.games. Moonrollers. That's it.
Moonrollers.
Moonrollers? Question mark? Yes.
Moonrollers.
It's tight. It's
It's
light.
tight,
It's
it's
right for you.
you.